This is crazy.
What's up with it, everybody? I want everyone to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't. Montez Really Reacts, man. Welcome to the show. Today we got a great one, man. We talking about the top dog, man. He got 10 hats, over 10 bodies, the perks, sniffing killer, Bloodhound, Lil Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, this bitch got some kick. Them niggas did what they did and had to pay the consequence.
Lil Jeff, aka Bloodhound Lil Jeff, or Lil Jeff Dahmer, was a Blackstone for Bloodhound / Drill City, a black disciple gang set. A lot of people, when they heard of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, they first thought that he was probably a New York drill rapper, but it turns out he's actually from the Chirac, which made his popularity go through the roof even more. Lil Jeff would begin to spark stardom through the internet with the famous songs that he made titled Ah and Should Have Saw It. Now, when it comes to the rap game, we all know there's a slur of rappers that rap about what they do and don't do it, and there's a lot of rappers that actually live out their raps. Well, Bloodhound Lil Jeff was actually one of them rappers that actually lived out his raps, because Bloodhound Lil Jeff, he'll go on the popular DJU interview, which actually blew up. He actually admitted that having 10 bodies is a reward. He actually admitted that the only thing that equals to sex is shooting people. He would actually even begin to move his trigger finger on the DJU interview, indicating that he likes to shoot. But that was a little background on Bloodhound Jeff, where he's from, and what set he comes from. And by the way, Bloodhound is also associated with 600, because JB Bin Laden was L.A. Capone's best friend, and JB Bin Laden is part of Bloodhound. Even Lil Reese had admitted to actually seeing Bloodhound Lil Jeff in Chicago before, so his face wasn't a secret. Now let's get to the real street stuff y'all want to hear that Lil Jeff actually talked about, that he actually did in the gritty streets of Chicago. We just gonna start with the first murder of Trap City Lil. A while back, a guy named Z Money that was associated with Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Q50, and Vert, and everybody in the Bloodhound gang was speculated to be set up, shot, and killed by Trap City members. Since Lil Jeff didn't know who did what, it sparked him to get revenge, and I think that's when Bloodhound Lil Jeff became a serial. That's when Bloodhound Lil Jeff became what I call the Lil King Von, the serial killer, Bloodhound Jeffrey Dahmer. It is rumored that Trap City Lil has something to do with Z Money getting backdoor. When Lil Jeff and Q50 found out about this, they loaded up their guns and they went to solve the issue. Trap City Lil, I guess he felt the heat was coming down on him, so he tried to get an Uber and he tried to get out the city. But as soon as he called the Uber on the day that he passed away, I'm gonna walk y'all through what happened. Trap City Lil knew what he had did by setting up Z Money. He didn't know Lil Jeff and Q50 was on his heels, so he had called an Uber. Now as he gets in the Uber, two suspects pop out the cut, lighting up the Uber. Trap City Lil was shot multiple times and was killed. You can even see the bullet holes all on. You can even see the bullet holes all on the window, where you can see the crime scene all over the internet. It's rumored that Q50 and Bloodhound Lil Jeff was part of this murder. Matter of fact, Bloodhound Lil Jeff didn't make it a secret. He actually went on live and said that you heard about my op. He got hit in that car. I was there, you know that. Confirming that he had actually murdered Trap City Lil. Now, whether Q50 was there or not, I really don't know. But it's rumored that that's the get back for Z Money. As Bloodhound Lil Jeff rose to fame on the internet, a popular song that came out called Ah. Now, this song right here is different because this is not just a song, it's actually a homicide just in words on a beat, because this song Ah by Bloodhound Lil Jeff will refer to two kids, 2 teens being murdered in the loop of Chicago. Right now, we're gonna tell y'all about the death of Lil Monty and Lil Rob. So rumor has it that months back, Lil Monty and Lil Rob, I guess they from Trap City, or I'm not sure what gang they from, but they had talked about being killers as well. One of them talked about they killed people and stuff. So these kids wasn't so innocent. But back to the story. Well, they end up, for some reason, I don't know what happened, but they end up going either on a lick with Bloodhound Jeff or whatever happened, but they had suspected to be cool with Bloodhound Lil Jeff at one point. Until one day they decided to take Bloodhound Lil Jeff's watches and flex on the internet. They didn't make a secret that they took the watches too. They thought, well, this would just be something that we did and nothing's gonna happen. Well, little did they know, only if they knew that Bloodhound Lil Jeff, he was out for blood. So they began to go and flex the watches. You know, they began to taunt Lil Jeff, telling him on video, they could be heard saying, hey, show your jewelry, indicating that they had it. And Lil Jeff couldn't show it because they had robbed him. So Lil Jeff, instead of making any videos back, Lil Jeff, in a typical Chirac fashion, Jeffrey Dahmer way, he wasn't too happy about that. So he stayed silent and just slid. One morning, while Lil Monty and Lil Rob was walking in the loop of Chicago, it's a bus stop that they was going to. They was waiting on. CCTV, which I will show y'all in a minute, shows a black truck pulling up, an assailant hopping out, and well, the next video shows Lil Monty and Lil Rob laying on the ground, gasping for their life after being riddled with tons of bullets. Now, the person you see on that video getting out that truck is suspected to be Bloodhound Lil Jeff. He went on DJU and pretty much lightly confirmed it, but then he went on live and indicated with 2 fingers coming out, saying poof, then I had a blackout, and then I had to leave and came back and poof, and he had 2 fingers up indicating that he had killed Lil Monty and Lil Rob for what they had did. He even said in the song, that they did what they did and they had to pay the consequence.
Them niggas did what they did and had to pay the consequence.
If that's not enough, he went live and said, you gotta have a mandatory 2 bodies because I'm taking y'all to killing school. He wanted the internet to know that he wasn't just talk. But he also didn't want the police to know what was going on, but he told us just enough to let him know that he was willing to slide. And this murder that he had committed with Lil Monty and Lil Rob was so graphic, there's a video that I will show right now.
I came back, poof.
Now, that video that y'all just seen, I hope I don't get a strike on my YouTube for that, but I'm gonna keep that video up. But that was the death of Lil Monty and Lil Rob, and this murder has sparked airwaves through the internet. I mean, this had Lil Jeff's name ringing bells. So everyone knew pretty much after this situation to not ever play with Lil Jeff. And as more and more months went by, he began to blow up on the internet. He did a DJU interview where he sat down and he sniffed perks. He talked about how he liked catching bodies. Everybody around him said that he had 10 bodies. But on this fateful day, Lil Jeff will actually be the body that drops. Let's get into the fateful day that Lil Jeff was murdered. Now by this time, whether Lil Jeff had 10 bodies or not, which it had been plenty of pictures that I kind of forgot to tell y'all. I want to go back to the 10 bodies thing. There was a picture on the internet, several of them, where Lil Jeff has teardrops. And he just got tattooed on his neck, and he has 2 teardrops beside each other, indicating that he had committed a double homicide which was Lil Monty and Lil Rob, and the single teardrops were unidentified victims that we just don't know, or we don't know who we killed. But we only know about Lil Monty, Lil Rob, Trap City Lil, and that's it. But there's plenty of pictures of Lil Jeff with blood. There's plenty of pictures with Lil Jeff with teardrops coming down his neck, indicating that he is actually a killer. On June 8th, 2024, story goes that Lil Jeff, he had planned to go slide on the ops, as he had talked about in his raps. Well, this shows if he was a killer or not. Well, this day shows that he was definitely about that, because Lil Jeff had murder on his mind. I don't know if he was off the perks. I don't know what he was off of. But he was definitely ready to kill. So Lil Jeff decides to slide to Trap City with a couple of Bloodhound members. And there's a doorbell ring camera. Y'all know the ring cameras on the door. Well, it captured this whole aftermath, y'all. And you hear me say aftermath, y'all, that means the crime scene, the bloody, the gore, the murder, the shooting, anything, okay? So, on video, you can see a victim in blue. You can see a victim in yellow shorts running for his life. You can hear gunshots being heard. Then, guess who you see chasing the person with the yellow shorts? You can see a unidentified male that fits Lil Jeff's description and height down to the T, chasing this dude with a handgun, shooting. All of a sudden, you see Bloodhound Lil Jeff's body freeze up and fall. Well, when that happened, I guess this is where the story takes a crazy turn right here. Trap City Rob was on that porch that Lil Jeff was chasing dude at and laid Lil Jeff down. Flat out. I guess he knew that what Lil Jeff was capable of, and Lil Jeff, what could have happened if he did not shoot Lil Jeff. And he even admitted in an interview about a day ago that he had to. There's an interview where a guy is going around, going to all the Chicago blocks, interviewing everybody, and came out 2-3 weeks ago. Trap City Lil Rob actually admitted that he knew Lil Jeff and he was cool. You know, Trap City Lil Rob didn't seem to go and try to get clout off Lil Jeff's murder. I really believe if Trap City Rob wasn't there, man, it could have been a triple homicide, y'all. For real though, real talk. Can y'all agree? So, on this day, Lil Jeff went on a hit and got hit. Now, he probably didn't expect this to happen. He probably thought it was gonna go like any other drill. And, well, his luck ran out. You can see a shootout going on after Lil Jeff was shot. His homies, Q50, man, I ain't gonna lie, he a real one, bro. He went somehow and got Lil Jeff, picked him up, took him to the hospital, dropped him off from the hospital. He didn't want to wait on the ambulance at all. My bad, y'all. So what had happened was Lil Jeff eventually succumbed to his injuries and he passed away. And that day was the end of Jeffrey Dahmer, Lil King Von of Chicago, y'all. Now, after the death of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, guess what? Now everything's coming out and it's confirmed that he was a killer. And to make it better, his mama and his dad confirmed that he was a killer and they knew what he was doing. So, you know, his homies, they didn't seem to cry that much because I guess they knew what he was doing and what he was capable of, and they knew that this could happen. But they pretty much giving Lil Jeff his credit while he gone and while he was here. Definitely while he gone. Because then they can't apprehend him for none of the crimes that he did. His gang is pretty much brandishing that he was a top killer. So now we left with Q50 and Vert. Right now, Lil Jeff don't understand how much potential he really had. He could have literally, y'all, he could have been the new King Von, y'all. Just think about it, if he would have stayed alive, he could have been the new King Von. He had a YouTube channel, interviews busting out the roof. He literally had a good start in life. And that one mistake, it ended everything. But maybe that was his calling. Maybe he lived by the sword and died by the same sword. You know, he was a shooter. He was a killer. So that's how he went out. So man, listen. I done told y'all about the Trap City Lil murder and the murders of Lil Rob, Lil Money, and the day Bloodhound Lil Jeff died. If y'all like this video, man, please comment and subscribe, man. Share this video, man. This was the story of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, aka the Grim Reaper, aka the 10 Teardrops. Yeah, man, that was the story of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, man. Thank y'all for watching this video. Please leave a comment and subscribe. And for the next one, man, I'm gonna make a Q50 story, man. I just wanted to drop y'all with the Bloodhound Lil Jeff, cause you know he a popular figure on the internet, and he actually was living what he rapped about. So he was a real gangster, man. I can really say that, man. R.I.P. Lil Jeff. Love all y'all, man. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.